Welcome back. Gotta make sure we got the red button on here, because that would be freaking awful if I did this and didn't record it. Week 1 is officially sayonara. League of Gentlemen. Welcome back, everyone. Power rankings. This is what everyone's been waiting for. Everyone loves drafting. Everyone loves playing week-to-week pickups in waiver wire ads. People love trading. People love just Sunday football with the friends. I think everyone in this league is in this league to watch these videos. So, as always, appreciate it. You guys are doing great. Obviously, I'm losing, so everyone's having a great time. Just as always, I'd like to state who hasn't paid. We have Dan, which didn't think that was going to be the case. We got Pat now leading the pack going into week 2, not paying. As last year, everyone remembers, they did not pay until week 11. Pat never paid. So, classic case. There is no special guest today. Pat was here. He dropped off the beautiful tripod, which I thank him for that. So I think we can just go directly right into the mix here. I think we had a great draft. I think it was really fun last time at that draft venue. Maybe. We'll see. So it was great moments, as always. Pat had an incredible draft, it appears, after week 1. No question about it. The newcomer TJ's in the league. His draft was okay. Great running backs, wide receivers, looking a little soft. BJ went Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams pretty early on the Aaron Rodgers. That did not work out well for him. Greg drafted Tom Brady, which is shocking because now we all have to root for Tom Brady, which means Greg may win a lot of games this year. That's pretty upsetting. But yeah, I think it's time just to talk about the week results here and get right into it. Of course, I made a new little cheat sheet here. We're going to try to use this thing. This thing makes it look a little cooler. We have these nice lights from Pat, ELE frame, my face, which was given by Will, just classic case. So first off, we're just going to go straight into it. So McCorkle Merrymen, 150 to 137 versus Tony Montana, which is myself. I changed my name after today. This league always needs a bad guy, and I am the bad guy. So Tony Montana is my new name. Dumbledore's Army, last year known as the Angel of L's, 130.45 to how many GB is GB? 114. RG3-way completely destroy Slammers. RG3-way 155 to Bilbo Swaggin's 125. Adam had like 4 points from his running backs. Pretty impressive stuff. Of course, the match of the week, father versus son, Dilf versus Papa. Dilf, 214. The most points this year. Would have been the most points last year. I think last year the most points in the league was like 180. It was very low. Papa J's Kool-Aid, 91. Got extremely lucky, Pat. I think your team is good. You do have a good team, but David Montgomery is not going to last on the Chicago Bears. Usually things start to fade out pretty quickly after week 3, week 4 for that guy. League of Jordan, 139 to ELE's 119. Midget, Shoulders, 134.7 to the closest game of the week. Sorry, I'm not Sealy, 132.58. I had to give the decimal points there because that game was very close. Comes in, first game of the year. Everyone thinks the guy with all the knowledge about DraftKings was going to win a game. He lost to the kid that's only been playing fantasy football for as long as the duration of this league, I think. Pretty close. His wife used to draft for him. That's how classic that is. So that was the week 1 results. Waiver wire pickups and trades. No trades yet. I think Luke won with the steal of the free agent pool with Christian Kirk. Merriman got Hines, League of Jordan, Ingram. Sorry, I'm not Sealy. He ended up with the number 1 waiver wire and took Eli Mitchell. I don't know if that's going to be huge for him. He went from waiver wire 1 all the way to the bottom. You can't trust a 49ers running back. I have Trey Sermon, worst decision of my life. Let's get past that. The new segment I'm adding Dumbass of the week, we used to have the sit of the week or whatever. In the Belichick start of the week, we changed the name. We're rebranding. New year, new YouTube series. We started with the dumbass of the week and then the Belichick start of the week. Belichick start of the week, I cannot emphasize that Pat had a great week. Pat had one of the best weeks we've ever seen in fantasy football history. To have it week 1 is even more incredible. You literally started so high that you can only come down. Literally, you can only come down. Today I saw him and he asked, how was in 2019 when you completely destroyed everyone? I said, Pat, you only did this once. Every week. You got to do it every week. I don't think he does it every week because he is Pat. Power rankings. You guys know the deal. We go 12-1. Obviously, we know who might be number 1 right now. Week 1's pretty tough to do the power rankings. Usually, pretty close to just what the standings are. Because you could tell who had a very shitty week, but I think after week 3 or week 4, I'll be able to indicate who we're looking at for playoffs. I'm pretty good at that. If you haven't noticed, I usually call out who's going to do well and who's not. For power rankings, we're going to start at 12. Papa J's Kool-Aid, 97 points. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. Aaron Rodgers with 4 fantasy points. Not many people are going to win when their quarterback gets only 4 points. At number 11, we got 0-1. How many GBs is GBs? Yeah, Luke usually talks a heavy game about having one of the best drafts always. Week 1, tough week. Usually Luke is a slow starter, and then by the end of the year, he's in the playoffs, so I'm not going to write him out yet. Number 10, ELE. 0-1. I didn't even look into Dan's team too much yet, but I just know last year Dan was incredible, so I think we're going to go right back to the average. And 10, 9, 8 power rankings probably the whole year for this guy. At number 9, your king, Tony Montana, a.k.a. Valar Morghulis, a.k.a. Goodell equals Hitler, a.k.a. champion. Can't talk more than that. Pretty bad first week. I mean, if I wasn't playing Conte, I'd probably be 1-0. Only a couple other teams did a better RG3-way, and I think Pat. I think that was basically about it. Maybe one other team, but yeah, my team's not looking too good. No running backs. You guys are probably going to see a playoff-less Frank League of Gentlemen. That's going to be interesting. Number 8, Bilbo Swaggins, 0-1. Adam's team running backs are a huge concern pretty quickly. At number 7, we got 0-1. Sorry, I'm not Sealy. I'm going to give him the number 7 spot. I should give him the 12 spot because he's 0-1. He's never won in the League of Gentlemen yet. But I think his team with that waiver wire pickup, with the running back core that he does have, he should be able to pick somebody up through a trade for a stronger wideout. He keeps trying to trade with me. I'm having a tough time pulling the trigger. I think I'm just going to wait it out, see what happens. At number 6, we got 1-0, Dumbledore's Army. Yes, number 6. He has a win. I'm not going to put him 12, 11, or 10. Like I said, he drafted Tom Brady, probably one of the greatest pickups he's ever done. He should have been drafting him the whole time, every year. Probably have a better team. Number 5, we got Midget Shoulders, 1-0. Again, Will's team looks pretty good. We'll see what happens, see what he can do throughout the year. He's usually good for one big fuck up, so we'll see what that is. At number 4, 1-0. This kid hates that I am the league commissioner. His name is the League of Jordan, Cam. I apologize again that I have to do this year. Maybe next year you can be the commissioner. I would, if anyone wants to take over, feel free to. Anyone can. At number 3, RG 3-way, 1-0. Kyle's team looked really good. I think second most points or third most points in last week. He did very well. His team looks pretty good. He's down vacationing again in Florida. Number 2, 1-0, McCorkle Merriman. Couldn't give him the number 1 spot because obviously we had a guy that dropped more points than we ever did last year. Conti's team does look pretty damn good. He's got CMC. He had a lot of firepower. At the end, what really hurt me was the Patrick Mahomes being behind, which is usually a significant thing to happen. If you see him having about 20 points and they're down about 14, you're pretty much good for a 40 to 50 point night because Mahomes is going to go off. So I think his team with Mahomes and CMC, I think we're basically in trouble. I just want to confirm that he is fantasy. He has to be. Yeah, Mahomes, Jefferson, Swift. Swift was a wow. Yeah, 1-0 for Conte. So at number 1, we got, of course, Mr. Trader Danny, Mr. Jack Dawson, Mr. Steal Your Chick, Mr. Biceps, Mr. PJ Bangers, Mr. Dilf himself, 1-0. I don't think I'm really going to talk about Pat's team that much because obviously we don't like to talk about Pat. But, you know, Murray, Hill, Thielen, Gibson, Montgomery, Hawkinson, Brown. Brown, obviously an outlier. I don't think he does that every week. Kyler Murray's a stud. Hill's a stud. Thielen, we'll have ifs. Bad games coming probably just because Kirk Cousins doesn't do too well. Antonio Gibson, we'll see what happens there. Montgomery, like I said, Chicago Bear probably going to fall off. Detroit can only hang on for so long, so in last week's game was weird. But his team is definitely pretty good. So that's about it for the power rankings. Now we go on to the weekly matchups of week 2. Week 2 pick'em. I think this week we have some great matchups. I think it's a potential disaster for some people because if they start 0-2, maybe 0-3, they are going to be struggling pretty quickly. So here we go. So we got League of Jordan versus Midget Shoulders. This is a good game. I hope Cam wins because I'd love already for Will to lose a game so that if I go 1-1 or other people, he really can't talk that much shit. 151.51 is his average right now. That's obviously going to change. League of Jordan. It's about an 8-point spread right now. We got ELE versus Papa J's Kool-Aid. Another 9-point spread game. A lot of gaps. Last year, a lot of games very close. But this year, it seems like we have a start out of averages being pretty off the charts. I think the game of the week, this is a huge game. This is great having the 2 top teams in the league this right now, points-wise, going at it. That's Dilf versus RG 3-way, 153.18 points to 138.83. Again, like I said, huge spread, but hopefully it goes the other way. How many GB versus Bilbo Swaggins? This is the closest game of the week, average-wise. We're looking at less than a point spread here, 0.2 to be honest. Bilbo Swaggins versus how many GB? GB is GB. Luke has the advantage right now. We got 2 teams that are 0-1. I love how we got a lot of 2-0, 0-1 teams going at it. I think that's really great because that means obviously we're going to have a lot of 1-1 teams right away. We're not going to have all the 1-0s playing the 0-1s that 2-0, 3-0. We're gonna see a lot of drop off on undefeated teams this year. And then again, we have Tony Montana versus Dumbledore's Army, 144 points to 143.78. Wow, I guess this is another very close game spread wise. We're looking at 0.23 points. Yep, math pretty quick. 144.01, 143.78. You can fact check me on that. Me versus GB. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it too much. But yeah, other than that, again, classic case. I do appreciate everyone. Pat, Al, Dan. If you could pay, that would be fantastic. I'm not going to sweat it because the chances of you actually paying yet are probably slim. So that is about it. As always, I hope everyone has a great day. This song, I love you. You know what I mean? I love my friends. God bless this Sunday, Thursday. Peace out.